Help our youth the truth to know. In love and honesty, great lofty height attained, to build a nation where peace and justice shall. Amen. So help me God. You may be seated. Thank you very much, everybody. All right. I think it's proper to start with an apology for kicking off late, but they say better is the end of the thing than the beginning. We started already, and God will see us through to the end. We decided that the theme of this program would be Beyond Politics for Love of Country, because we realized that Nigeria is at a point where it's sharply divided along tribal, religious lines. And then we said, what do we do to bring everybody together? Promote your candidate, but we should love each other. And I keep giving examples that I have wonderful friends across party lines. I gave the example of OG here, who loves pink boxers. He's shaking his head, but I'll expose you. He's been my friend from small, so I can stroke him with my full chest. And then a couple of others, Dapo and the likes in APC. So it's a beautiful thing for everybody to come together and talk about national and development issues without fear, without rancor, without bitterness. Just support your own candidate. So to kick off the program, we'll be having opening remarks from one person of each party present. To go off, to begin, I would like to welcome from the Labour Party another friend of my brother who has a lovely smile. His name is Emmanuel Bassi. Please put your hands together for him. Oh, APC. Sorry. I make mistake. All of us are one. No worry.
Hello, everyone. I'm Emmanuel Bassi, and I'm glad to welcome you to this program. As you can see, the theme is Beyond Politics for Love of Country. Regardless of wherever we find ourselves, whatever party, whether APC, PDP, Labour Party, or Igbo, Hausa, or Yoruba, I believe we are one Nigeria. In fact, I was shocked when I discovered this place is a PDP ground, and we have all been invited from a different designation, and this shows the love of unity. It shows that this campaign, this discussion here today is independent of bias, is independent of division, that we are true, we are one, and we stand together no matter what. We are Nigerians. I wish all the candidates good luck and all the best. Thank you very much.
Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed his welcome remarks. Thank you very much. I saw some banners of Asiwaju ready to re-engineer Nigeria. Asiwaju, the architect of modern Lagos, batified to give you hope and future. Asiwaju is coming. Okay? Now here we did. It's just 10 days. Who knows who's actually coming? Thank you very much. All right, the next person is another very good friend of mine. In fact, when I heard his name, I had to ask, where are you from? And when he told me, I was in shock. Handsome. When you see him, you know that great things come in small packages. Ladies and gentlemen, from Labour Party, please help me welcome Dr. Etiki John First Day. Where is he? Who can guess where he's from? Who can guess? Bayelsa. From where? Cross River. Akwa Ibom. Who else? Rivers. He's actually from Enugu.
Great Nigerians. It's a very wonderful thing that the organizers of this program saw it necessary as we are going to the polls. And this debate, as it's going to start, I want to help all of us understand that we're not here to antagonize each other. First, from the point we entered we started interacting. I think I've made not less than 10 friends already. So that has created a very amiable ambience. And what it tells us is, even after the elections, we should carry the same spirit so that we'll build a strong and a country where all of us will look at each other and say, you are my brother and you are my friend. So for the speakers, well, I'm certain that you're already prepared. Please make sure that you are not toxic. Look at the other person as just someone who had come to defend his own opinion, but be sure that you defend yours too. And for all the people who are there in the audience, all of us too, we should make sure that we are the best of ourselves as we listen to them. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, my brother, Dr. I almost called him Ekiti. Dr. Etiki John, first day of Labour Party. All right. So from the host party, I'm letting my bias show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome my friend and my brother of the PDP, Roland Odi. Please put your hands together for him. He's a support group leader.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to talk to the debaters. Please let this debate be on issue base. There should be no personal attack, because as young people we are here to learn. So if you leave either a below call or stingy or whatever, let's focus on issue base that we can learn from you guys. I will go with the first speaker. There's something that happens to me back, like, I think 6 years ago. I traveled to Ghana. I went to a market called, what's the name of the market? In Ghana. So I met this South African man. So he said, come, let me show you your brother. I was thinking maybe I'll go and say an Edo man because I'm from Edo State. I went, he took me to an Hausa man. So when I got to the Hausa man, I said, okay, Oga, are you hungry? He said, yeah, come make a carry go chop. Guess what? He took me to a Yoruba man. So outside Nigerians, we are one. But in Nigeria, we fight ourselves. So please, after election is life. And as young people, we will come together and fix this country. Thank you very much. I welcome.
Thank you very much. Outside Nigeria, we are one. I thought you were going to say, I met one babe. But it's fine. It's fine. All right, so because we're behind time, we're going to move quite swiftly. I would introduce the moderator, and the moderator will set the ground rules, and then we'll call up the debaters, the candidates. Say amen. I'm just my prophesying. You don't know which angel is passing. And then we kick off from there. So, ladies and gentlemen, our moderator for today's debate, this session would be another friend and brother of mine. He's a barrister, and he runs a civil society organization called TAP Initiative. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me put your hands together and welcome our moderator for today, Barrister Martin Obono of Cross River, Nigeria. Please, where is he? I saw him earlier on. He was wearing ileke on his neck. Okay, while we're waiting for him, permit me to reintroduce our speakers once again. We have, of the PDP, tall, fine boy, Ilemona Kingonoja. Please stand up and let them appreciate you. I know you are fine. I know, babe, don't talk to me with bedroom voice. Talk, let me hear. Talk to me directly. Don't go by the corners. All right, and from Labour Party, that my brother that I told you loves pink. We call him OG. His name is Ogbede Ifaluyi Isibo. Please put your hands together for him. Then my brother that is coming from the ruling party that has opposition too. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome my brother, Mr. Olufemi Ibitoye. You're very welcome. Where's our moderator to come and set ground rules? Okay, he's coming. He's approaching. It's important to note that these are not the only candidates we have in Nigeria. We have AAC, we have NNPP, we have a lot of other parties, but we decided to start with the three of us. Let's start with the three of us. We discuss, we set the example, and then we'll have others. So ladies and gentlemen, our moderator is here. Please put your hands together for Barrister Martin Obono of Cross River State of Nigeria. Ndi Beard Gang, you're welcome. All right, so he's going to set the ground rules and then introduce the speakers, and then we kick off. My name is OJ, and I've been your friend for the evening.
Thank you so much, OJ. Thanks for a very interesting introduction and session. Please, can we have everybody come, join? Excuse me. If you're at the back, please, can you just join us? Hello, sir. Are you serving food? If you're not, please join us. Thank you very much. Please, let's all move forward. Drinks, food will meet you at the point of your seats. So, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. The youth presidential debate starts now, and the topic still remains, or the theme for this particular youth presidential debate remains beyond politics for love and country, for love of country. And it's just basically, it's a basic thing, essentially, that we are trying to do. We are trying to say that as young people, we have to do politics without bitterness, and that we can actually shake hands and have intellectual conversations, share ideas, and not necessarily throw stones at each other or shoot at each other or cause some level of violence. And that's why we are all here, to set this kind of example for other people across the states, in different states and across the country. So I am your moderator for tonight, and I'll try as much as I can to be impartial. Everyone on the debate panel is someone people I've actually seen or spoken to from a distance or admired, and I'll be as impartial as I can, as my duty would, or role actually would make me do so. When the ground rule number one, we just have few ground rules, because I know that we are very well behaved people, and that we are not going to cause chaos or use the toothpick we are using to pick our small chops to poke someone else's eyes. So we will be very, very coordinated. And I'm expecting that when people are talking, when a question is asked, we won't do what? Boo. We won't try to interject. We will not abuse. We will not try to make people feel some type of way. You can clap if you feel like at the end of every conversation, because we are young people, but no disrespect. Everything you consider disrespectful will not happen here tonight. Everything you consider violent will not happen here tonight. So we will just have ideas, we'll share, we'll listen to our various candidates and the people that we hope to support or to vote for, and through their surrogates. So basically, these are the ground rules, and don't feel intimidated by anybody. At the end of each speaker will have 2 minutes to answer a question. And we've got 5 different sectors that we are basically asking questions, that pulling our questions from. 1 is education, 2, job creation, healthcare, employment, and security. And if you know Nigeria very well, you will understand that these are the areas that really, really, really plague us. These are the areas where we really need interventions. And sometimes we ask some of our candidates, please, what do you think about this? And they say something else. So we would like to hear from their people directly. So the die is cast. I'd like to welcome or reintroduce
Ilemona Onoja, King, to mount the podium. A brief bio about Onoja. Onoja is a lawyer. He is called to bar donkey years ago. My senior at the bar, actually. Onoja is also the head of new media for the PDP presidential campaign. He's a fantastic speaker. He has spoken in different fora, political and non-political, and across the African continent. Please put your hands together for Onoja. Clap now, clap. PDP, you don't want to cheer your people. Eh? Don't be doing like this. So. Sorry, trying to pull up the next speaker. Right, ladies and gentlemen, for the All Progressive Congress, we have Olufemi Ibitoye. Olufemi Ibitoye is the representative of the All Progressive Congress candidate. He is the public relations officer of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Vanguard. Interestingly, his chairman and presido is here, who is my very good friend. Ibitoye is also a member of the Presidential Campaign Council of the All Progressive Confidence, All Progressive Congress. He's a member of the Presidential Campaign Council, and he's a very, very interesting fellow with sound mind, young, energetic, and single. Our next speaker and the last speaker to be introduced is a very humble man, a man of extreme achievements, very humble. He's an honorable, but if you try to use the honorable as a prefix to his name, he'll tell you, please take it out. So we have Ogbaide Ifaluyi Isibo, representing the Labour Party presidential candidate. He is also a member of the Presidential Campaign Council of the Labour Party. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for this very, very highly intelligent men who have decided to come out and represent their presidential candidates. It is not easy. Please put your hands together. Labour, APC, PDP, LPC, whatever. Please, can you clap for them? We are going to start in alphabetic order, just so that it doesn't look like we are being biased. We'll start in alphabetic order and ask our questions. But before then, we'll give each person a minute to give an opening remark.
No, that's too small.
Okay.
5 minutes is small.
5 minutes to give opening remarks.
Yes.
No, why don't you use 1 minute for opening remarks and 5 minutes for your closing?
No, 5 for opening.
This one is ready. Okay. 5 for opening. Democracy? Yeah. All right. So 5 for opening. So we'll start with the APC presidential candidates.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. Just like he said, my name is Olufemi Ibitoye, and I'm here representing All Progressive Congress. And of course, you know, we are the, I am actually batified. Just so you know, we standing in front of you. My name is Olufemi Biche, as I said earlier. I was born and bred in Mushin, in Lagos. My secondary school in Oshodi. And of course, I did my university education in University of Lagos in Yaba. I lived in Ikorodu, Yaba, Lagos Island, and of course in Egbeda. What does that tell you is that you can also call me the city boy, because I've been able to live across the 3 senatorial districts in Lagos. And of course, living across the 3 senatorial districts, I've come to understand that there is a man who I can gladly call the architect of modern Lagos. You know, there's a difference between, they will say, he's the builder of Lagos. No, I'm saying he's the architect of modern Lagos. He laid the foundation. He is the founder of many things in terms of health, job creation, technology. I am sure Ebuka from Enugu will pick up his bag and say, I'm going to Lagos. Adiza from Kaduna will pick up a bag and will say, I'm going to Lagos. Why? Because one man who have got the map, one man who has the vision, created the vision, and so many people plugged into it, and Lagos is what it is today. We are talking about a man who moved Lagos IGR from 600 million to 51 billion. That is what we talked about, what? Capacity. And of course, 2023 is on us. And I want to talk to you, my fellow youths. It's not about sentiment, it's not about emotion. It's about capacity. It's about experience. Who among the presidential candidates can boast of what Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu can boast of? Apart from being a builder of men, he's also a builder of nation. A man who created a political movement that turned into a party in the year 2013, which is the All Progressive Congress, that we are all enjoying the infrastructural and institutional changes we are experiencing. I don't want to take your time too much. You already know who we're talking about. And I want to speak to your conscience, my fellow youth. Just as we talked about this conversation today, it's about the love of country. Think about Nigeria. It's not about your ethnicity. It's not about your political affiliation. It's about who can get the job done. We cannot leave Nigeria to someone who has not got experience at high level. Tinubu has done it before, and he can do it again. He is the city boy, a man who tamed the ocean. Of course, he can tame the erosion in the southeast. A man who brought bridge where there is none. Of course, he can build the bridge, the economic bridge of Nigeria. When an administration sees the local government funding, this man, with his ingenuity, he created alternative funding. I don't think there's any state in Nigeria that can survive without local government funding for 3 years. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu not only survived, he increased the IGR. That is why Lagos is now the bride of all. That is why you see a political party, when they created their manifesto, at the front page, what we have there is the Lekki Ikoyi toll gate. This is the work of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He is the architect of modern Lagos. And I'm glad to tell you today that it is important we think about our future. We think about education, security, job creation. And the only person we can see that can do it is Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The records are there. We will not tell you to go and verify. We will tell you the records with facts and details. They are there for you to see. Thank you very much. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you for staying course within 5 minutes. So, progressing within the within alphabetic order, we would like to hear from the Labour Party candidate.
Thank you. Ogbeide is my name. Ogbeide Ifaluye Isiba from Edo State. I'm an engineer by training. I've worked with the civil service for a decade until I retired. But I strongly believe that a leader is one who recognizes that leadership is a privilege and one of honor. And it is given in trust by the people that you may deploy the resources of the people to the benefit of the people. Our inability as a nation to elect and select good leaders that understand the problems, that can craft solutions to the problems, and that can implement these solutions to solving the problems has been our greatest dilemma as a nation. And that is why we have continuously bit below our political weight, we have bit below our social weight, we have bit below our economic weight, we have bit below our moral weight, because we have those in authority that have no ideas, and those with ideas are not in the authority. But there's a new ordeal today in Nigeria. There's one man that has engineered a regenerational consciousness in the minds of the people. One man that has given us the yeast to hope that tomorrow will be better than today. One man that has the overall confidence of the people and they trust him. That is why from Sapele to Sokoto, from Benin to Benue, from Calabar to Kafanchan, there's a redemption song in the hearts of Nigerians, circled around Mr. Peter Obi. Peter has demonstrated unparalleled competence, unexampled capacity, unprecedented courage, and unrivaled capacity to birth a Nigeria that we can be proud of. Peter is talking about hygiene, bringing hygiene into our polity. Hygiene where men, women, and children would not die avoidable deaths because we have no good medical health care. Hygiene where students can go to school in record time and acquire education and deploy that knowledge for the productivity of society. Hygiene where we can travel from place to place without getting lost. Hygiene where corruption would not be celebrated. Hygiene where Nigerians can be proud of Nigeria. Dear friends, politics involves a plurality of ideas. It involves a contestation of thoughts. And that is why we have several candidates vying for the office of president. Before us today are 3 spokespeople for candidates, but there's just one option.